In the previous tutorial, we learned the use of hue saturation adjustment tool to create a monochromatic image. Today in the third tutorial of the series, we are going to learn the use of another next alternative tool for the same application. Please do stay tuned throughout the series of the following tutorials so that you don't miss out on any of these useful techniques in Photoshop. Welcome back to the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Niladri from the Digital Notion, and without any further delay, let's get started with the third tutorial of creating a monochrome out of any image using the curves and vibrance adjustment tool in Photoshop. First, choose Vibrance from the adjustment layer options, and this is the main tool we are gonna be using to convert this image into monochrome. And now the easiest part. From the properties panel, just bring down the saturation slider right away to 0. This brings down the saturation to the lowest level, which actually means we have no colors popping out of the image, or in other words, we have a monochrome image. Then let's create a curves adjustment layer and tweak the curves of the darker and brighter areas of the image so that the dark areas are darkened slightly, followed by changing the highlights. This preserves the contrast of the overall image in a fairly simple way. The easiest way to change the default dark, gray and white points on the curves is by choosing each of the specific eyedropper tool to pick them from the image. And that is just the method we are gonna be using here to retouch the highlights and darker tones of the overall image. Then create a level adjustment layer to slightly decrease the highlights, and then fade the image slightly to make the image look neutral. Then, keeping the background layer selected, create a copy by pressing Ctrl J. Then zoom in and use the dodge and burn tool accordingly and alternatively to highlight the eyes and lips of the subject to add more depth to the overall image. Then after completing, create a level adjustment layer, keeping the last created level layer selected. Tweak the sliders such that the overall image is darkened. Then create a mask and select the brush tool, and then just paint over the subject. Keep the brush harshness to maximum, and don't worry about the unnatural looking of the masking. If you have mistakenly masked any other parts, you could surely remove that very easily by just switching between the foreground colors to white. Or just press X to toggle between the foreground and background colors. To decrease this harsh boundary of the mask, of the mask, slowly drag the feather slider from the properties panel as long as the boundary is faded with the underlying layer. Then preview the changes, and that's all, we are done. If you do end up liking my content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell icon for receiving further updates as a new video comes up. And please do like, comment and share, and stay tuned. Thank you.